Spooky season has quickly become cuffing seasons. Not one, but two couples made their red carpet debut over the weekend, including Halsey and American Horror star Evan Peters. That's his name.
You guys, first, they made it Insta official. You guys, it is Monday. Bear with us. We had quite the weekend. I just returned from Mexico. Denny, you celebrated Halloween like these two right here. Halsey and Evan Peters at the almost famous Halloween bash in LA. This is their first Instagram photo, you guys. And then, of course, they were photographed by the paparazzi, too. The couple to keep an eye on. Obviously, there have been a lot of rumors of whether or not they are a couple in the recent weeks and even the last month, I feel like. And you know what? When you make it, when you put it on the gram, it's a real thing, right?
Not only when you put it on the gram, but when you rock your man's jersey, too. You guys notice the little switcheroo here? Halsey is dressed up as Marilyn Manson, Evan as a juggalo, but they swapped outfits at one point. This is them leaving the party on Friday night, and she's rocking her man's
How'd those clothes come off?
I don't know, but it looks like she was a little cold there at the Halloween party. But it wasn't just on Friday, though, that they kind of flaunted their new romance for the public. In fact, come Saturday, they made it red carpet official, okay? They made their debut at the American Horror Story 100th episode celebration in Hollywood.
As Sonny and Cher. How cute. That's what you and I should be.
That's so cute, but I could be, I'll be Sonny. You could.
Here's the thing now.
What?
No exes invited. Because guess what, you guys? At this same event, #awkward, Evan's ex-fiance, Emma Roberts, was also in attendance. And I get it. It's Hollywood. It's Halloween weekend. There's only like a handful of places to be, and all of the hot celebs want to be at them. So chances are you might run into someone.
The thing is, though, you're at an American Horror Story event, and of course they're both entitled to be there because they're both obviously been a part of this franchise for a long time. But you know your ex is gonna be there. I feel like it's a little bit of a savage move. And also,
to make your red carpet debut there is what you're saying for Halsey and Evan to do it. But they already made it Instagram official the day before, so I don't.
That's gotta be kind of awkward for Halsey too, though. If I was Halsey, I'd be like, you know, real nervous. I was about to cuss, but I'd be S and bricks, you know? I'd be like, I don't know. I'd pose and then book it. I don't want to run into his ex.
Oh no, I'd own it. Honey,
would you?
The past is the past. You got the man.
Ooh, that's true, but I feel like it would still be a little bit of a tense moment. Let's bring in Brianna.
I know, I was going to say, let's bring in Brianna, our producer.
Yeah, what would you do in that situation?
If I was Halsey?
If you were Halsey and Emma.
Oh, if I was Halsey, yeah, I'd be flaunting. I'd be very happy to be there.
Like,
yes,
Brianna and I have that same attitude.
Right?
Yes.
But I mean, it is awkward. I mean, maybe they're friends now, and they don't really like. Maybe they ran into each other inside, and she introduced them. I don't know.
And I will say, as far as we know, we did not see in front of the cameras whether or not they ran into each other or not. We don't know for sure if they're friends still. But I will say they do have a storied.
They have
past.
history.
They have a lot of history. You guys remember?
Yeah.
In March, Evan and Emma reportedly ended their engagement, and then they had been romantically linked since 2012, and I think there was one break somewhere in between that time as well.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, it's always a tricky situation if you're somewhere and an ex is there, but I feel like if anyone's gonna handle it with grace and dignity, it would be Emma Roberts. She just doesn't strike me as someone who's gonna like do something cray-cray at the event.
No, not at that event, but I bet at home she was stewing. I'm just gonna say, I bet she was stewing a little bit. Halsey, for her part, this past summer she was linked with British singer Youngblood. That was back in August, and so maybe things ended quicker than they began there, but also you'll remember she was off and on with G-Eazy too. I mean, that was a really public relationship and even more public breakup.
So is third time's the charm? Is Evan Peters the one?
Yeah, what do you think?
Time will tell. Do you guys ship this new Hollywood relationship, Halsey and Evan Peters? Let us know in the comments, tweet us, MySpace us, send us mail.
I feel like we should coin their couple name right now, Heaven.
Heaven!
Heaven! Oh, wow, B. You crushed it!
And I just want to say, for the record, even though I don't agree with the showing up at the same event as your ex, I do kind of ship these two. Yeah, Heaven.
Yeah.
I'm Team Heaven.
Like I said, third time could be the charm.
You know what's crazy though? They're not the only couple who made it official over the weekend. In fact, Noah Centineo and Alexis Ren, that's right, breaking hearts everywhere. The internet's boyfriend is officially off the market.
Which our spidey senses have been tingling and going off for so long, you guys. This is the two doing a little red carpet pose action right here at the UNICEF Masquerade Ball in West Hollywood, California on Saturday. Then look, they get a little closey, touchy-feely, hand on the hand wrapped around him.
It's the first time we see them out in public like this, certainly at a public event like the UNICEF Masquerade Ball. Looking amazing, by the way. He is rocking a suit and a silver mask. She's stunned in this slinky silver dress and thigh-high slit. I mean, this is how you do it.
Like I said, our tingly, and hand holding right there. That's the tell-all sign. I mean, obviously our spidey senses have been going off for a while. There have been multiple reports for weeks that the two have been dating, especially because a lot of receipts on social media. While they have not made it Instagram official, they've only made it red carpet official. They have been posting on social media a lot where they'd be in like the same place,
almost
wearing
same pose, look.
Literally, exactly. It's like they just flipped, and also that's not like it's some, you know, very noticeable like public place like a tree or something that you could just take one and it could be many.
It's very specific location.
Very specific. Thank you. That was exactly.
Very specific.
That was
location.
exactly the words I was looking for. My mind has been on vacation for the last 7 days. So sorry.
No, but it wasn't just that. It was the helicopter. Remember the bracelet?
Yes.
You spotted this. I mean, look at.
Of course I did.
It's a bracelet that he's wearing in his own photo. It's a it's a bracelet he's wearing in her photo. I mean, guys, the signs were all there. Okay?
The signs are all there, but now that they've actually, you know, made it red carpet official, not that our opinion matters, but like, do we ship this couple too? Because I said it when we did this story before here on the download. I think they make a very, very, very attractive couple together. They complement each other. Again, like, I mean, obviously looks are not everything. You and I both know we've interviewed Noah many times. He's a very, gosh, I don't know how to describe him. He's very insightful. He's very deep. He's very philosophic. Like he's someone that he doesn't strike me as someone that would go after someone for like a surface level relationship.
Absolutely not. I mean, in fact, we interviewed his Foster's co-star Sierra Ramirez, and she said the woman that Noah ends up with needs to be a woman of the world. Someone who want to go on a hike with him, who want to read books, and I feel
take photos near a helicopter off a cliff with.
I feel like that's Alexis. I mean, you know, from what I've gathered so far.
Now we just gotta we've had Noah here on the show. Now we just gotta get Alexis here on the show.
You are welcome anytime, girl, okay?
Alexis.
By the way, you mentioned that they're not Instagram official yet, and I checked Noah's Instagram page. He did post 2 photos within the time frame that they finally went public, and they're pretty random, guys. This one, hi, have you reconsidered your entire life path today? And then that's kind of how I feel today. And then the second one, maybe it's about all of this. Maybe he summed it up perfectly in this one cryptic message. He says nonsense. All of it is all just nonsense.
Well, Noah's also the same type of person who tweets the most random things in the entire world, which is why someone on YouTube literally made a song of all the tweets of his, because they're just like out of nowhere. But I think we ship this couple. Brianna, final consensus?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. I think it's okay. I'm really feeling his buzz cut though. That's
you are right.
But yeah, that buzz cut I like it. It's working. It's growing on me.
Remember we said a couple weeks ago when he shaved it off that he was about to make a big like life change. I'm pretty sure making a red carpet debut in Hollywood could be considered as that.
As far as I know, this is the first time he's ever gone public with a relationship.
Yeah!
So, hey, good on you, man. Just in time.
See, that haircut was telling. We weren't reaching.
Ooh, and it's about to be the holidays. Temps are dropping. Like, it's cuffing season,
It's cuffing season, but you guys, meanwhile, Selena Gomez,
hard pivot.
Queen Selena, I know, right? She's opening up about her relationship status. And, well, she doesn't need no couple's costume this Halloween. Take a listen.
I've been super, super single for 2 years, and I want to know what that love will look like next for me. I want it to be real, and I don't want it to be codependent or messy or, you know, lack of communication. And I think, you know, when you get older, you find people that are actually right for you, you know, that are actually on the same wavelength, if you will.
I love how candid she is about, and not necessarily candid, but open.
Yeah.
It feels like she's always been someone to me that has seemed really in tune with her emotions. Obviously, when you're an artist like that and pour out your heart and soul, you kind of are open and vulnerable. But her being real about it tells me two things. Like that particular song about I don't want to be codependent or messy or lack of communication. I feel like
she
she's
knows
judging
what she wants.
exactly, and she's judging that based on her
past relationships. Right.
See, this is what happens though when you start dating, especially in the public eye, at such a young age.
Yeah.
It takes a minute to grow up and figure out exactly what you want and who fits that mold.
And I will say, like you just said, she's very in touch with her emotions. That little clip right there, that 30 seconds, was a part of a 40-minute interview with Zach Sang. And I listened to pretty much the entirety of it. And she is just so, she's a new woman, I want to say, and she's so in touch with who she is. She's confident. She's proud of who she is. She acknowledges how much she has grown, especially when it comes to love. And she, you know, she says she's not afraid to admit that she's a hopeless romantic. And I feel like a lot of people, including myself, I've been single for 2 years too, and I'm a hopeless romantic as well. But at the same time, like she says, she's not necessarily afraid to fall in love, but she's like happy and content with waiting for it to just come along. But you know, obviously, of course, everyone's taking this as like, oh my God, she's ready for love, she's ready for love. Not really. Pump the brakes, because as much as she says she's a hopeless romantic, she is doing just fine as a single woman. Take a listen.
But I'm chilling right now, you guys. Honestly, that is so stressful. So I've been having way too much fun being on my own. It sucked for the first year. I was like, I just want to cuddle. Like, I just want to watch something and be adored. But yeah, now it feels good. Now it feels awesome.
But see how
I love that.
I do too. And honestly, I feel like there are some people, I'm gonna say men and women, who could probably take a page from Selena's book and like pump the brakes and take some time for themselves and be single a little bit.
Well, I mean,
Miley Cyrus.
Okay. Oh, Jesus, I thought you were throwing up for a second.
Miley, my sinus.
Okay, all right, not holding back right here. But I feel like Selena's new song, Lose You to Love Me, really kind of embodies, obviously, what she has been through and kind of embodying the whole taking a break, taking a back seat, and figuring out yourself and who you are. And I feel like, I don't want to make this about me, but I feel like a lot of people can relate to this. And this is why I admire Selena Gomez, is in the 2 years that I've also been single, I have learned so much about myself, who I want to be and who I want in a partnership. And that's exactly what Selena was saying too. And it's like you grow, and there's nothing wrong with having a significant other or anything like that, but I'm a firm believer you also need that time with yourself, and you need to get rid of toxic people, like Selena has said, of like certain relationships in your past, in order to find yourself and essentially love your own self.
And in order to also put out some bops though, let's keep it real too, because she has put that heartbreak into her music, and it's turned into these 2 singles that we just got, which a lot of people I know were associating with Justin Bieber. And Zach even asked, like, do you hope that whoever these songs are written about hears them?
She literally said yes. He asked her point blank, do you hope they hear this? And
which
she
is
says
such
yes.
a solid question, by the way.
But she doesn't mean it in like a petty way or anything like that. She's not unclassy like that. She's
when there are
just
things
saying,
that are left unsaid, you put them into stuff like this. You put it into your art. And yes, of course you want them to hear that message loud and clear.
Here's the most interesting part of this entire Zach Sang interview that Selena did, though, is, you know, she says she's been single for 2 years, right? If you notice the timeline, her last relationship was with The Weeknd. That ended in 2017, and then she was off, or on again, I should say, with Justin Bieber again for quite a minute of time. But now she's essentially alluding to the fact that she doesn't consider that a relationship. She didn't say, she doesn't, no, Justin, because Justin happened after The Weeknd. So what she's saying by I have been super single for 2 years, if you line up the timelines, she considers her last relationship The Weeknd, ending in 2017. She doesn't consider anything that happened with Justin, and that's just my personal opinion of how I took that certain quote, and just the facts.
For as quickly as they were spotted together after she broke up with The Weeknd, I'm gonna agree with her. I would co-sign that like a full-on relationship was probably with The Weeknd. Whatever that was, scooting around with Bieber, wasn't it? It wasn't it, okay?
Wasn't it?
But when you're on and off of it for a decade with someone like she was with Bieber, that leaves an impact.
But so like she said, she's not afraid to fall in love again, and so
open yourself up, babe.
I know. I just went to a wedding this weekend, and I'm sending all of the love vibes out there.
It can happen, but enjoy your single time is what I'm saying.
It could come when you least expect it, right?
That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Right?
Yep.
Happy looks good on you. Okay, we're moving on. It is time for our MVP, the most viral post.
I'm blushing, Cass.
Denny's gonna kill me after this show. All right, Stormy is our MVP today, you guys. Kylie Jenner's little one, who won Halloween.
I was gonna
sorry,
say,
she just won it.
There were a lot of amazing celebrity costumes over the weekend. This has felt like the longest Halloween, but
And
this
it's not
one,
even Halloween
I
yet.
know. This one had a scent though. It's Stormy dressed up as her mama from the Met Gala, wig and all.
The apple does not fall far from the tree, but this is, I'm surprised like I didn't see anything on Twitter or anything beforehand, like tweeting to Kylie that was like, you should do this.
Right.
It's so creative, but also it's so predictable, but yet at the same time not.
But if you watch the video,
Never
Stormy seems to
anticipated.
be into it.
Oh,
Stormy's
she's
just like holding
she's
down
in
that
character.
pose. Oh, she's living
Now
her
we
life.
just need one of the other little cousins to be Kendall.
I was like, wait, who's like around her age right now? Chicago.
Chicago, yeah.
Why is Chicago not Kendall?
Shy.
We need the duo.
Get out the orange.
It's
the
not
little
too late,
It's so cute. Listen, everyone put away your costumes. Stormy already won.
I love it. If you guys have any suggestions on what me,
No,
Cassie, and
I'm
Brianna
not-
could be for
no.
Halloween on Thursday, please let us know.
You
I'm
guys,
trying
I
to
am
pitch
the
ideas here.
Scrooge of Halloween. I can't get into it.
I know, Brianna. I feel like you're not into it right now either, and I really need to change this. I need to change this.
If we find a good enough costume, I'll be super into it. Yeah.
Challenge accepted, Brianna.
Internet,
okay?
let us know what we should be, please.
We have a couple days until that. Until then, though, guys, make sure you guys tune into the download Monday through Friday here on ET Live. Just download the ET Live app. You guys know where it's at.
Yeah, it's free.
It's
Go
free.
ahead.
Go get it. All right,
Bye.
bye.